All right, so I'm here with the original collab partner, my boy, Mobile Gamer. How are you doing, Trevor?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? How's Ray Shadow Legends treating you?
Ray Shadow Legends is doing quite all right. It's hanging in there anyway. I mean, how's what is it? You play 2 games. You got the kahuna's on you. You play 2 mobile games at once. How are they? How's Marvel and Star Wars treating?
Yeah, Marvel Strike Force is coming out with like some sort of real-time player versus player. Should be highly interesting. And Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is kind of gone a different direction, with some Galactic Legends. We'll see how that affects the game, but the games are definitely moving forward, that's for sure.
They're progressing. Our games are progressing as well. We've been having the same events repeated over and over again, which is very fun. But there is a game that is coming out that I'm actually pretty excited for, that I want to see if you might know this game at all. It's not a mobile game, okay? It is an RTS game.
Okay.
Okay. And
RTS. Boy, I haven't played an RTS in a long time.
RTS. And is one of RTS.
Mm-hmm.
And was one of the first games I've ever seen.
Okay.
And here we go. Without further ado, there is Command & Conquer Remastered coming out. Have you heard about this?
Okay, so Command & Conquer was like one of the first games I ever played, ever. Like, ever.
Oh, cool. Me
like
too.
on a
Okay.
Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah, the N64, right? They had it.
Yeah, the N64. And I remember my buddy had one, and we actually had a way of plugging them into each other and playing side by side, and then having 2 TVs. And it was like the biggest thing ever. And then when Red Alert came out, there's Red Alert on the screen. We that was like the first game I remember ever playing online, ever.
Yeah,
was playing Command & Conquer. It was like, so that was a big deal.
So it's a game remastered in 4K. And on the N64, like you're saying, when it was on the PC, they didn't have it. But on the N64, they had a lot of extra bonus features. Like they had scenarios and stuff. But they're actually bringing that back in the remastered one. So all the stuff that was in like the Nintendo version is going to be in it. But you can also do the multiplayer as well. And they're doing like an ELO rank system with an in-game leaderboard.
So this is EA, right? Basically, it's EA.
Yeah, they're remastering the original series. So I'm excited for it anyway. That for me is I've been waiting on this one, and I heard they announced it like a bit ago. I kind of forgot about it, and then they dropped this trailer on March 10th. I was poking through YouTube, and it looks phenomenal anyway. I mean, the gameplay looks pretty good. You can toggle between like the 4K or the standard edition, so you can get the nostalgia and all that. But in my opinion, this and Command & Conquer Jimros were like the 2 RTSs that I played the most.
I was actually more into StarCraft. At the end of the day, I moved into StarCraft and Warcraft 3, before World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? So,
Did you play the
what I mean?
Reforged
It's just like
that came out.
Yeah. So, I was definitely played Tiberian Sun and Red Alert, but I switched over to StarCraft at some point. I played a lot of StarCraft.
See, I never did. I think I missed the whole StarCraft bandwagon,
Oh, man, it was great. Yeah, it was fun.
At that time, I think I moved on to, like, Call of Duty and things. I moved on to, like, first-person shooters before I got back into computer games and MMORPGs.
So I remember going into, like, Warcraft 3, and then the mods, Defense of the Agents came out, and I only played Defense of the Agents on the Warcraft 3. I had no idea that would go on to be, Dota and League of
Legends, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mod. It was a user-based mod that blew up probably into one of the, MOBA, probably this single. We're going way back, like 2005, I want to say, maybe 5 or 6.
We're going way back. I only
back.
started joining the MOBA category during League of Legends because I played that.
Yeah, this is way before League of Legends. I mean, I remember not even playing, like I remember getting Warcraft 3 and barely even playing it and just playing Dota, Defense of the Agents, like constantly. So there you go.
So I've been kind of excited for Warcraft 3 Remastered. I didn't actually buy it because I'm kind of like not supporting Blizzard again after the whole Hong Kong thing, to be honest. Kind of like made me mad from their stance. Mm-hmm. But the Warcraft 3 remastered. Did you have a chance to play it at all? Did you do any of the remastering? Because I'm hoping. I heard that the remaster wasn't that good on it. I'm personally hoping that this Command and Conquer remaster is going to be pretty good because they're allowing a lot of community-based content to happen. It's going to be on Steam and everything too. So
I was at BlizzCon and I had never been before, and I'll be real frank with you. I was overloaded. There was just too much stuff to see between all the Diablo stuff, and I know it was there, but I didn't get to look at it.
Interesting. So I know you told me you had a game or two that you were kind of excited for that you were going to show me.
There are two titles in particular that I'm looking at, and I'm going to toggle over to it. They're both Marvel ones, and one I'm more excited about the other, and I'll talk about the one that I'm more excited about. The first one is by Netmarble. It's Marvel Future Revolution, and they're actually here in the background, kind of hidden behind there, is actual. That is not like that is actual in-game footage. So it's not.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be an open world RPG.
Really?
And it's
almost
going
like
to be a
City
big
of
deal.
Heroes or something? Did you ever play City of Heroes?
I didn't play City of Heroes, but I'm familiar with the idea. And Marvel Future Revelation. Netmarble makes Marvel Future Fight, so they've got kind of a foundation for this to segue quite nicely to that. That I'm excited about. The other one that I'm watching is also Marvel, but I don't know the gameplay. I'm afraid that it's just going to be a simple 3 versus 3 MOBA. We will see. And it's called Marvel Realm of Champions, and that's going to kind of ties in with Marvel Contest of Champions. And as far as I know, and I see that there's a new update, and I haven't looked at it since the launch back at New York Comic Con, where it was super vague, and I haven't followed up with it. But I'm interested in both of these titles. The graphics look like they're going to be pretty good on this, but I don't know what the gameplay is going to be. But Marvel Future Revolution, I'm beyond
that looks interesting.
hyped.
I mean, open world style RPGs or MMORPGs in particular, that's my jam. Like, that's my absolute favorite type of game. Like, I don't know if you're ever familiar with RuneScape, but like old school RuneScape, I have like thousands and thousands of hours on.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of those type. I mean, I've been playing that game for 18, 19 years now. And so if this, I had no idea about this at all. So I'm actually going to look. So the Revolution.
Yeah, I meant to make a video about it for my main channel. I got distracted, but it's only, the info has only been out for a couple weeks now. So and it looks like it's going to be something to see. That's for sure. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and that would be kind of perfect for you, right? Because you also have that entire second channel that's more or less strictly Marvel.
Right. And I started off with Marvel. I started off in Marvel Contest of Champions. So,
really?
That was
for some
where
reason,
I started
thought
off.
your first was Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh no, that was probably my fourth game.
Really?
Yeah, I played Marvel Contest of Champions. I played a game that's no longer around called WWE Immortals, and then I also did a couple hundred videos about Marvel Future Fight before finally landing on Galaxy of Heroes.
Well, man, I with as much as we've talked, I'm surprised I didn't know that. You didn't actually start with it, huh?
No. Galaxy of Heroes was a full, probably year and a half in before I started. I mean, I think I had, 30,000 subs before I even looked at Galaxy of Heroes. So, yeah.
Okay, fascinating. Well, dude, the more I'm like, while you're talking, I was just sitting there, like, watching this trailer. I'm like, this looks really good. Like,
no, it looks good.
I'm actually kind of excited.
And Netmarble, as far as mobile titles, just generally well liked. They've they're also they actually into buying Marvel Contest of Champions. So basically, both of these are Kabam is Netmarble, so both of these are Netmarble. So South Korean AAA mobile title developers, and I haven't really kept up with Marvel Contest of Champions, but from what I understand, the game got better after Netmarble took it over.
What's interesting is Marvel's never been like an IP that I really care that much about personally. Like I've never really been like super into the Marvel stuff. This open world one's probably gonna be like the first one that actually interests me because I played a lot of City of Heroes, and that game for me was really fascinating because I love the concept of like being able to build your own type of superhero, and you could build all your type of moves and what your character looked like and everything. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, my boy Trevor, for coming on here and showing me that. That was something I would have had no idea about, and probably a lot of people that had no idea about. So we're probably all going to go Google that one and look that up. So, all right, man. Well, thanks for joining us. Any last words before we head on out and into another?
This video was not brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
This is not a scam.
Oh, you're doing it too. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah, megaphone.
Yeah, we both are doing it. I love that.
All right, buddy. All right, everyone. Bye-bye.